Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. I'm showing you guys what Masjid al-Nabawi looks like. Try to talk about it a little bit. I'm going to see if I can go inside and just do a bit of recording. So those guys who haven't been here, or if you've been here, you don't know a bit about the building. So as you can see here, these are all the doors. So this is the women's section. Yeah. And then you've got men's section over here. There's about 42 doors I've counted. Yeah, 42 doors. And it starts off with Bab salam. We try to go to Bab salam. Check that out. That's where, if you want to give salam to the Prophet ﷺ, that's where you go. Yeah, it's called Bab salam, and hence obviously the name salam. You can't really go through any other door to give salam. It's kind of, they've sectioned it off just for organization. Otherwise, people, you know how people are. Everyone will just rush from everywhere. So they're doing good organization. So as you can see, this is the normal door I go through because my hotel is behind me. So this I go through this door here, gate 21. Yeah, you can see that, gate 21. So okay, so these are men's toilets. So if you guys need to go toilets here, there's men's toilets there and there's women's toilets at the back. It's a very good system. They got car parking underneath, and they got toilets as well. So you can go to the toilets, you can go to the car park if you like. Yeah, you can do two. So if we go in here, let's see, will they let us in or not? So I'm gonna try to take the shortcut. I can go the long way. Should I go the long way? I just want to show you what it's like inside in it. That's the thing. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can go through. Inshallah, make dua, I can go through and see this. So these are guards at the gate. They just make sure that everything is nice and orderly. People not bringing in things which they're not supposed to bring. So I've got quite a bit of internet left on my phone. So this is why I'm trying to use it as much as possible. So these are, you can see the Zamzam. Yeah. And you can see people just chilling out here, some people reading Quran, some people with their kids. It's a bit like Aqsa. If you've been to Masjid Aqsa as well, like family kind of thing, families come here. So this whole section has been built like recently. This isn't something that was there from the time of the Prophet ﷺ. Yeah, so this roof at the top actually opens up, it's automatic. So it opens up. Can you guys hear, yeah? Is the sound coming through? Just hope it is, and I'm not just speaking and you guys are just looking at the view. So if you can hear me, just put it in the comments. Just say yes, you can hear. Okay, sorry about that. I answered a phone call there. So this is, I want to show you guys. So these seats over here, this is where like one of the ulama, the mashayikh, they give their lessons, durus. Sits here, people sit around him. And you can see people worshipping Allah here, mashallah, very nice environment, so peaceful. And this is the section, and the section this side up, because now they're going to this is the time for women to come. So the women take all this section over here, see after where that white kind of arches are. See there, they put this kind of partition up. Alright, so beyond that, the women are going to be allowed in, and then they can go give salam to the Prophet ﷺ on that side. So the men's on the other side, women on this side. So women's side usually starts at about 10ish, I think. I think it's 10, 9, 10 o'clock. So you see over there where it's got the names, you see on the wall, that's where the old masjid kind of starts, and even further than that. That's where the old masjid starts. And then the rest of it has been like built later on. And then there's not anything really significant in this area, but over there, if we can get there, which I doubt we can get there, you can see the significant things that have taken place there. Like you find the house of Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu, the houses of the Prophet ﷺ's wives, the house of Uthman. House of Uthman radiallahu anhu used to be over there where those fans, you see those fans in the distance there. You see the arches there. That's where they were. Yeah, definitely, man. Very emotional place. Very, very emotional. So this masjid was actually belonging to two orphans originally in the land. And the Prophet ﷺ came and he bought it off them. They wanted to give it free, but he said no, he's going to buy it. So he bought it off them and they started to build the masjid. Before they were actually building the masjid, the Prophet ﷺ, when he came, he wanted, alaykum as-salam wa rahmatullah. Before the Prophet ﷺ was staying anywhere, he actually stayed in the house of Abu Ayyub al-Ansari. And the house of Abu Ayyub al-Ansari is supposed to be on the other side. Yeah, so all of this was like outside the masjid before. This wasn't really part of the masjid. Yeah, let me just put my slippers on. So here you can see the umbrellas out here as well. Yeah, amazing, these are. Okay, so here are some doors. So this is Bab al-Rahmah. Bab al-Rahmah, they say this is where a man came to the Prophet ﷺ and he asked for rain. And the Prophet ﷺ, he made dua for rain. Right, and it was starting to rain for a whole week. And then he asked him again to stop the rain. Yeah. And he made dua and the rain stopped. So this is Bab al-Rahmah. So this is like a few doors away from Bab al-Salam. Then you have here Bab al-Siddiq. So Bab al-Siddiq is basically where the Prophet ﷺ, where Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu anhu used to live. Yeah, so Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu anhu. And over here, inshallah, we should be able to see, if we can, that they used to have houses over here. These used to be houses over here. So these have house of Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu and many other companions over here. So they used to have like a back door to their houses into the masjid. Right? So the house wasn't here, the house was further on over there. So over there it says, this is Hadi Khawkhatu Sayyidina Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu anhu. So this is to be a back door of Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu. The significance of that is that before the Prophet ﷺ passed away, he actually told all the Sahaba to close all their back doors to the mosques, that they're not allowed to have back doors except for Abu Bakr. So Abu Bakr's doors let be left open, and to signify that they put this plaque up there. So the house was probably not there, it's further ahead over here somewhere. Okay, but they've got that to signify. And then if you look over there, right, this is on top of there, you can see there's this green writing there on top of some of the pillars. That signifies the old masjid. So you can see over there, that's where the old masjid was. That was the old perimeter for the old masjid. Then it was extended after the time of the Prophet ﷺ, the time of Umar, and then Abu Bakr. So Abu Bakr's house was about here, where this exit sign is. And then there was other Sahaba's houses who were here as well. And then right on the other side, you had the houses of the wives of the Prophet ﷺ, starting off with Aisha radiallahu anha's house, and then Hafsa radiallahu anha's house, and then others, eventually Maymuna radiallahu anha's house. Okay, so here you can see a big queue. Guess what this queue is for? To pray in Riyadh al-Jannah. So Riyadh al-Jannah is considered to be the patch, which is the patch of Jannah on earth. Because the Prophet ﷺ is frequented so much. The Prophet ﷺ said, between my house and between my mimbar is a patch of Jannah. You see all at the back of the green gate, that's where the Prophet ﷺ is buried. So people are rushing here to try and pray over here. So you have over there, you can try to show if we can get through, inshallah. Yeah. So we'll show you some of the things. Imagine this, the Prophet ﷺ, this is where the Prophet ﷺ used to give khutbah Jummah. This is where he taught the Sahaba how to pray. This is where the Prophet ﷺ used to have the Ashab al-Sufa staying. Abu Hurairah used to stay here, radiallahu anhu. This is where Ibn Umar used to sleep. This is where Ali radiallahu anhu was called Abu Turab. He was in the dust. You know, subhanallah. So there's so many kind of hadith come to mind when you see this place. This is where the Prophet ﷺ used to do i'tikaf, and one day he walked his wife Safiya out. Yeah, famous narration. And if I had time, I would have gone through this in much more detail. Yeah, So these are like, this is not the part of the old. This is recently built. So these are people all going to give salam to the Prophet ﷺ. Right, so I'm going to show you this. Okay, you walk down here. This is the men's side. You see all these people waiting. These people are all waiting there. And I'll try to point out if I can. They're all waiting there. May Allah accept all their ibadat and their love for Allah and His Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Because love of the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam, this is what part of our iman is. Okay, so here we can't go through it because they've closed it off. But I can try to show you it from that side, inshallah. If I can get close enough. These guys used to say you're not supposed to take selfies or anything. This is the new member where the Imam stands. This is built in the time of Uthman radiallahu anhu, extended. Yeah, they moved it forward. The old member, right, was actually over there. See that triangle there? That's where the old member was. And this is where, this pillar there, that's where they say the date palm used to be. And the Prophet ﷺ used to do khutbah from it, and in the narration where he started to cry one day, and the Prophet ﷺ, he went and hugged it and calmed down. Yeah, so this is so you see over there, that's called Ustuwan as-Sarir. Ustuwan as-Sarir, where the Prophet ﷺ, his bed used to be, and he used to rest there. And then after that you have Ustuwana. Okay, what does it say? Ustuwana. Okay, I can't make that. But anyway, this is Ustuwana of the other one over there. That's where the guests used to come. And the guests used to come, they used to stay over there. Let's come over there. And this middle one, I can't remember exactly what it was. I can't read it properly from here. And then here's where the people come to give salam. SubhanAllah. Amazing. So it's actually the middle one you go to and you give salam there, okay, not the first one. See where that police officer is standing? Yeah, that one. Assalamu alaikum ya Rasulullah. Assalamu alaikum ya Habibullah. And then you have Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu, and then Umar. So these two middle doors there, yeah, where those two guys are standing, that's basically where the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Abu Bakr and Umar radiallahu anhu, in that kind of order. This is a bit about, if I get a chance maybe I can make some more, but this is basically what it's like. So imagine this is the area where the Prophet ﷺ used to talk to the Sahaba, he used to ask them questions, he used to answer their questions. This is where the Prophet ﷺ showed Aisha radiallahu anha, those young boys when they were playing in the masjid. And this is where the Prophet ﷺ used to do itikaf. This is where the Prophet ﷺ, he cried for rain. There never used to be any lights or anything. This is where the guests of the Prophet used to come. This is where, imagine, subhanAllah, this is the area, historic area this is. Yeah. So these pillars, these were built later on, but I mean, this is kind of tells you roughly what it was like. This is where the Prophet Sahaba used to gather, yeah, and they used to come to pray Fajr, and the women used to be at the back. Amazing, man, subhanAllah. You see this place. So anyway, I thought I'd show you guys this. MashaAllah. Maybe inshallah when you guys come in the future. Inshallah, bro, I may dua for you. May Allah accept you. May Allah forgive your sins. May Allah raise your status and enable you to come here. See, the carpet color is different there as well. The carpet color is different. Okay, I had the middle one there. That's Ustuwan Haras. That's where Sa'd ibn Ubadah and Sa'd ibn Waqqas, Ali used to guard the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. They used to guard him there.